Now it's Chad Sedio's turn to bat. Big hole on the right side with the runner at first and one out. 0-0 the score. First pitch, 88 miles per hour. The fastball from O'Reilly called a strike, 0-1. And believe we are now back on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Again, so sorry to have you bouncing around some technical difficulties, but we are here. And we are live. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 the score. Ryan O'Reilly on the mound for the Otters. Runner at first, one out. Chad Sedio, the number 3 batter, standing in. He takes a strike outside part of the plate, 0-2. Throw over here, diving back safely is Pintor. O'Reilly getting his 3rd start of the season and of his professional career. The 0-2 change gets Sedio swinging. It was that same pitch he was able to get the left-handed hitting Johnson on, and Ryan O'Reilly might have found a strikeout pitch early on against these left-handed batters for the Alls. He will face a grand total of 6 lefties in this lineup. He's already gotten Johnson and Sedio to strike out. He bats the right-handed hitting Trevor Crayport. He faces now the designated hitter. Then it's Lytle and DeNicola, 5 and 6, who both bat left-handed. Jackson Pritchard, the catcher from the right side. And once more, a couple more, Rodney Tenney and Connor Perry, 8 and 9. Once again, sorry for a little mix-up before getting on the air. But now we are back. Runner at first, 2 out, 0-0 to score in the bottom of the first. Fastball from O'Reilly, misses up and in. 1-0. Crayport was 1 for 4 last night. Picked up an RBI. Was on base twice. The 1-0 cut on and missed by Crayport. Crayport bats with Pintor on first. And O'Reilly, having gotten the first 2 outs of the inning via the strikeout. 1-1. There's that breaking ball, and it is called a strike, 1-2. O'Reilly looking to strike out the side. We shall see if he can do it. The 1-2. And the 88-mile-per-hour fastball, O'Reilly put a lot into it. He was able to tumble off the mound and fire back a smile to his catcher, Justin Felix, afterward. Put as much into it as he could. That's what you talk about, putting a little elbow grease into the fastball. Defensive alignment real quick for the Otters. It's Denton in left, Gordon in center, McNamee in right, around the horn, Cordero, DeJesus, Davis, and Crane. And catching O'Reilly is Felix. The 2-2 comebacker to the mound. O'Reilly, would you look at it? He looks into his glove, and he's got a baseball. He tosses underhand to Riley Crane to finish the first. We've played 1 scoreless. O'Reilly, the right-hander for the Otters, able to leave Luis Pintor stranded at first following a 1-out single. Picks up a couple of Ks as well. Top 2 on its way, 0-0 to score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Riley Crane, Elijah McNamee, and Andretti Cordero bat 4, 5, and 6 in the top of the second inning. Otters facing the left-handed pitcher, Yoniker Villalobos. Crane will bat with the second baseman, Harrison DeNicola, in shallow right field. First pitch to Crane is a breaking ball that misses outside, 1-0. The shortstop, Luis Pintor. Still playing to the left of the second base bag, but he is on the outfield turf. 1-0, picks up a strike on the inside part of the plate on Crane. He was on base a couple of times last night, a base hit and a walk. The 1-1 to Crane. That misses in. 2 balls and 1 strike on the former Washburn University Ichabod. Crane enters play, one of the more productive hitters in the Frontier League. One of the most on the club, as the 2-1 is fouled off to the left side. Otters in their road grays. Y'alls wearing the home whites. Here at Y'alls Ballpark, 325 down the lines. Out to straightaway center, right around 400 feet. Looking about 375, 380 to the power alleys, let's call it. The 2-2 back to the netting. Crane facing Villalobos. The 2-2, he's able to ground it to the left side. The third baseman, Cedillo, was playing about halfway between second and third. He has it easily and tosses on to first for the first out of the second. Villalobos, in his last outing, came against the Gateway Grizzlies. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 walks while striking out 6. Yoniker Villalobos, it was a no decision for him back on July 9th. First pitch to Elijah McNamee, past the backhand to the shortstop Luis Pintor, into left for a 1-out single. Elijah McNamee aboard. The Otters will have their first base runner here in the top of the second. McNamee, a little bit of an ambush tactic there. He finds his way aboard against the Venezuelan-born Villalobos. First pitch to Cordero. The third baseman, Andretti Cordero, cut on and missed, 0-1. Cordero, vicious, violent hacks early in the count, looking to get everything he can out of that baseball. The 0-1. And thought that might have missed inside. It is Cordero who throws his arms up out of the way, but the strike called by Kerry Lyle on the inside part of the plate. Now Cordero behind, 0-2. Villalobos set at the letters. Here comes the 0-2. A little bit of a sidearm action. It misses outside with a fastball at 87. 1-2. Villalobos, 22 years old. He turned 22 just 3 days ago. And it was Y'all's starter Edgar Martinez who celebrated a birthday yesterday. The 1-2 off speed up in the zone, cut on and missed for the second out of the Otters half of the second. Now Jose Pujols will make his Otters debut. Pujols, the brother of Otters infielder, often third baseman, Christopher Pujols. Pujols, the designated hitter tonight. That's Jose, also of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. 25 years old. Former farmhand in the Phillies organization. Back in 2018 while playing with the Clearwater Threshers in the Florida State League, as he's behind the first pitch fastball from Villalobos on the swing, 0-1. Pujols was named the Florida State League MVP back in 2018. Hit right around 300 for the Threshers before he was called up to Reading, PA for the Fightin' Phils. The 0-1 misses out 1-1. He would miss virtually all of the 2019 season with an injury. It was a lower leg injury, missed most of the 2019 season, and then 2020, that COVID year. And it's been a while since he's seen some live action. 1-1 off speed pitch missed in the dirt. 2-1 now on Pujols. Right-handed hitter, 6'3", 198 pounds. The 2-1 behind the fastball, 2-2. He faces Yoniker Villalobos, formerly of the Marlins organization. Made it as high as the Batavia Muck Dogs in 2019. The 2-2 with 2 out. That misses below the knees to Jose Pujols. 3-2 now. Christopher Pujols hasn't seen any game action since taking a ground ball off the nose about a week or so ago. The 3-2 misses outside for ball 4 with 2 out. The Otters will have runners at first and second now. McNamee to second. Jose Pujols, in his first Otters plate appearance, draws the walk, and now it's Bryce Denton. Bryce Denton bats with runners at first and second, and 2 out. In the top of inning number 2, it's a scoreless game. First pitch, big hack from Denton. Cut on and missed, 0-1. Ball players like Denton, no question he's got a lot of power. You can see it when the club takes on-field batting practice. Few players leave the yard as consistently as Denton. The 0-1, and he takes this out toward right center field. Over is the right fielder Rodney Tenney. Shading toward the gap, he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Otters able to get a couple of base runners, but Yoniker Villalobos able to leave them stranded. We head to the bottom of inning number 2, 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by actions. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Joe Lytle, Harrison DeNicola, and Jackson Pritchard will bat 5, 6, and 7 in the bottom of the second inning. The Otters and Yalls currently scoreless. It was Ryan O'Reilly who was able to work around a one-out single to Luis Pintor, keeping the Yalls scoreless through inning number 1. Last night, the Otters put up 3 first-inning runs, and the Yalls, it was a leadoff home run by Axel Johnson for them that got the scoring started. First pitch to Lytle, fouled off at the plate, 0-1. 87 miles per hour, the fastball from Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly, small sample size for him entering play. 14 innings of work, 11 hits, 16 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Just reaching out on the off-speed pitch outside the zone and lifting it to the left fielder, Bryce Denton, who makes the grab, although we have a new left fielder. That is Andrew Penner out there in left. It looks like he has come in to play left field. Let me make sure I shoot that note down to the rest of the press box. That is Andrew Penner in left now. I don't know if that was caught ahead of time, but it evaded the visiting team's broadcaster until we saw the long flowing mane of one Andrew Penner catch the first out of the inning. Now to center field. That's Miles Gordon. His play in center is unmistakable. Just a couple of steps in, he reaches up and makes the catch for out number 2. Couple of fly balls for Ryan O'Reilly. Bryce Denton, we can peer into the dugout behind first. Looks like he is being currently examined by athletic trainer Sarah Zirk. Last play for Denton, it was a fly ball to right that ended the top of the second. First pitch now to Jackson Pritchard is called a strike, 0-1. Pritchard did not play last night. Gets the start tonight behind home plate. The 0-1, 89 mile per hour fastball misses just off the plate inside, 1-1 for O'Reilly. Right-hander out of the University of Illinois and Chicago. 1-1. And here's a slider that stays up above the letters, 2-1 now. The wind, the 2-1. They go back to the fastball, and Felix, the catcher, held his glove on the inside part of the plate, perhaps just off it for an extra split second, trying to buy the call from home plate umpire Kerry Lyle. No dice, though. It's a 3-1 count. Jackson Pritchard, the former University of Texas of the Permian Basin product. 3-1 in there for a strike, 3-2. That's a little bit of a mouthful in Odessa, Texas. University of Texas of the Permian Basin. You ever heard of that one? Well, back in 2017, last time he played for them, as the 3-2 is fouled up over the netting. Back to the second level here, just above the main concourse at Yalls Ballpark. They played in the Lone Star Conference. Jackson Pritchard, pretty tall for a catcher. The 3-2 is a ground ball to the left side. Andy DeJesus has it right around his letters. The throw over to the first baseman, Riley Crane. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan O'Reilly in the bottom of the second. Top 3 on its way. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a Home Sweet Home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch, or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
The Otters were able to get a couple aboard in the top of the second inning. A base hit from Elijah McNamee with one out, followed by eventually a two-out walk to Jose Pujols. But Yonaiker Villalobos able to work out of trouble. Now it's Justin Felix who takes a ball inside. 1-0 the count. And the Otters catcher Felix. Felix was able to draw a walk in the 8th inning, representing the go-ahead run with one out last night, but not able to come around to score. Otters lost that one by a 6-5 final as the 1-0 misses. Lost it in the bottom of the 9th. Bases were loaded against Taylor Wright. Got a pop up to shallow right field. Unfortunately, though, as the 2-0 is cut on and missed, with the infield playing in, just a perfect convergence. Second baseman Penner couldn't get there, nor could Elijah McNamee, and it was much too far for Miles Gordon to get a glove on. Ball fell. Run came in to score from third as the 2-1 fastball gets a strike call outside part of the plate, 2-2. And the rest, as they say, is history. Otters looking to even up the series and crawl back into a first-place tie in the West Division tonight. The 2-2 misses in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A little bit more shaky play for the Otters. It's a rough patch in the season. You know you're going to have a couple of them. The question is, how short can you make them? And if you can limit it just to a short 4-game losing little skid, that's pretty good. 3-2, grounded back up toward the middle to the right of the second base bag. Harrison DeNicola has it up around his letters and throws on to first for the first out of the inning. Some nice hard contact from Felix. That's good to see out of the Otters catcher. It brings up Miles Gordon, who lined out with 2 strikes to the first baseman, Joe Lytle, his first time up. The wind, the first pitch, misses low and in to Gordon. Gordon riding a little bit of an on-base streak, if you can call it that. The 1-0. Fouled off at the plate, rolling toward the Otters' dugout. 1-1. Gordon has reached base safely in his last 12 games. The 1-1 is slapped out toward left field, hit pretty deep toward the corner, going back, and it'll one-hop the wall fair and bounce out of play with a short wall behind the left field line. It's a 1-out ground rule double for Miles Gordon in the top of the 3rd. Gordon now extends a hitting streak of his to a modest 5 games. And how about that on-base streak? For any of those concerned about jinxing things, now it's at 13. So there you have it. Gordon trying to get that bat into mid-season form at the top of the lineup. He really has been swinging it pretty well of late. Good to see the hard work and results starting to pay off. Here is Andy DeJesus. He bats from the right side of the plate, facing the left-handed pitcher, Yonaiker Villalobos. First pitch, ground ball to the shortstop, Luis Pintor. Throw to first, and on one pitch, Andy DeJesus retired for the second out of the inning. Now with an RBI opportunity, J.R. Davis will stand in. Davis 1 for 4 last night, couple of runs scored, a walk. All to his credit. Comes in with a batting average of .338. 36 runs driven in. The runner goes for third. That's Miles Gordon. He's able to slide underneath the high throw from Jackson Pritchard to Chad Setio at third. He's in at third with a stolen base. Few things working for Gordon's favor there. The left-handed pitcher, Villalobos. The right-handed batter, J.R. Davis. Good lead off of second as well. The 1-0 is grounded foul of third. Just foul, that is. Miles Gordon, good lead, good break. Able to steal third with 2 out. Now maybe you're wondering why test it. But last night, the Alls uncorked 5 wild pitches. So, big league level, you might not take the chance, but Frontier League, young arms, not a ton of experience. Why not? The 1-1. And that's a high pop, right side. Question of whether or not Lytle will have room. He does. He makes the catch for the final out of the inning. A 1-out ground rule double for Miles Gordon, and a stolen base puts what could have been our first run of the ball game 90 feet from home, but Yonaiker Villalobos able to leave Miles Gordon over at third and end the inning following the pop out to the first baseman, Joe Lytle. Bottom 3 on its way. Still, zip, zip. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network from Florence, Kentucky on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Rodney Tenney leads off the bottom of the third inning. Connor Perry to follow, and Axel Johnson, 8-9-1 against Ryan O'Reilly. It was a 1-2-3 inning for him. In the bottom of the second, bottom 3 here, zip, zip the score. First pitch, called strike outside part of the plate. 0-1, 87 on the gun from O'Reilly. Joining the Otters for his first season in pro baseball. Out of the University of Illinois, Chicago, O'Reilly from Mokina, Illinois. Started 13 games for the UIC Flames in 2021. As Rodney Tenney fouls back a bunt attempt to the netting, 0-2. O'Reilly in those 13 games compiled a 4-5 record and was able to throw over 68 innings. With the Flames of UIC, he faces Rodney Tenney, now the Bryan College standout who bats with some lumber that looks more like a licorice stick. The 0-2 comebacker to O'Reilly. He's got it off the mound, tosses underhand for the first out of the inning. That bat, Rodney Tenney, it's a stylish one. I genuinely really do like it. Looks like a candy cane that you might see around Christmas time. It's got a wrapping around the barrel, red and white, for the Y'all's home colors. Unfortunately for Tenney, the Lumber did not contain any hits in it this go-around. Now it's Connor Perry. Scored the winning run last night from third. He was a pinch runner. The first pitch, fastball, 89 from O'Reilly. Called a strike. Just about middle on Perry. Perry, who enters tonight's ball game with, well, we'll tell you about it in one moment. The 0-1. Misses up and away off speed from O'Reilly. Perry, believe he's getting his first ABs of the Frontier League season right now. First pitch following the off-speed outside is grounded foul of first, 1-2. Call up a little infield on Connor Perry. The 1-2 from O'Reilly. Another off-speed pitch, misses outside, 2-2. Perry, they say he is 1 for 1 so far this season. The 2-2, cut on and missed for the strikeout. So retiring the 1,000 hitter, Connor Perry. Ryan O'Reilly gets the second out of the inning via his third punch-out. He has now retired 7 in a row as he faces Axel Johnson. Johnson, the former Gateway Grizzly. Otters missed him when they went to Gateway over the 4th of July. He had been picked up by the Alls on July 2nd. First pitch off speed, called a strike. And impressed against his former club when the Alls went there last weekend. The 0-1 misses away. O'Reilly looks like he went back to the change. 1-1. The wind from the right-hander, and back-to-back-to-back off-speed pitches. This one misses about belt-high offsides. Well, wait a minute. What's offsides in baseball? That would be outside, off the plate. You were able to put that together, though, weren't you? Wind, here comes the 2-1. And it's taken out toward center field. It's a high fly ball that sends Gordon toward the track, a step or two shy. In right center, he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. It's another 1-2-3 for Ryan O'Reilly. A third of this ball game has blown right by us. 0-0 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. 0-0 the score.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Riley Crane bats in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch to him. It's a high drive. Not enough length on it, though, as Rodney Tenney is underneath. A few steps in, few steps to his left, a few steps to his right. That's all the same in the end. He makes the catch. One down. Elijah McNamee will now stand in. Otters have been able to get some base runners tonight through the first 3 innings. Grand total of 3. Had 2 aboard in the second, 1 in the third. Just trying to keep the traffic up for Yonaiker Villalobos. McNamee singled his last time. First pitch to him. Called strike at the knees on the fastball, 0-1. Looks like a heavy fastball from Villalobos. Good chance, left-hander offering a sinker. The 0-1. And underneath is McNamee toward shallow center. Losing his cap and his glasses is Connor Perry. Coming in to make the catch, but he does so. And on 2 pitches, Villalobos has his second out. Now you might be wondering, okay, so you tell me he's throwing a sinker. Why 2 fly balls to begin the inning? First pitch lined into the seats behind first by Andredi Cordero. Well, here's a theory for you. Good chance these Otters, second time facing Villalobos, trying to make the adjustment on the sinker, catch it out ahead of time, as here's a line drive, hooking toward the right center field gap. It's a long run for Connor Perry, and he's not going to have the catch as he dives toward right center field, trying to make the play. It bounds against the warning track and the wall. In at second with a 2-out double is Andredi Cordero. Two doubles already for the Otters in the ballgame. Miles Gordon doubled down the line in left. An inning ago in the third, and here is Andredi Cordero doubling in back-to-back ball games. He doubled last night to right center field, and he does it again. Showing a little opposite field pop. Now here is Jose Pujols. Walked his first time. First pitch. Not able to catch up to the fastball, 0-1. Pujols, when asked about the feeling of what folks saw around the dugout on the field in their first glimpses, I knew, hey, this is a pro hitter. He really impressed back in 2018, that Florida State League MVP season. So he can hit. Just going to be a question of how quickly can he get the bat going after some time off. The 0-2 misses in. 1-2 now. Otters in the top of the fourth inning, hoping to take the first lead of the ball game. The 1-2, fouled off at the plate. 88 on the gun. Crane and McNamee flew out to start the inning. Then the double from Andredi Cordero, and here is Jose Pujols. First ball game in an Otters uniform. 1-2. And there is a called third strike on the upper inside corner to retire Jose Pujols and leave another runner in scoring position. That's the third inning in a row for Yonaiker Villalobos. Bottom 4 on the way. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Ryan O'Reilly, starting his 4th inning of work, has retired 8 in a row. Facing the Florence Yalls, bottom of the 4th inning, 0-0 the score. First pitch to Luis Pintor. Going with the slider, jumps ahead, 0-1. Pintor singled his first time up, only base runner to this point for Florence. Here on the south side of the Ohio River, south of Cincinnati, the 0-1. Back to that big breaking ball. A lot of lateral movement for O'Reilly, who loses his glasses. As Pintor swings through the breaking ball, 0-2. O'Reilly looking for his 4th strikeout. The 0-2 gets Pintor swinging. Back-to-back-to-back breaking pitches from Ryan O'Reilly. And for the first time so far in this series, the Otters are able to get Luis Pintor out. He has been stubborn, to say the least. The only other time you could argue they got him out, it didn't hurt his batting average. He offered an out. It was a 1-3 sacrifice in the bottom of the 8th. Last night, now it's Chad Sedio, who struck out his first time. He faces Ryan O'Reilly, 3rd pro ball start. He made his first outing against the Southern Illinois Miners back on June 26th in Marion. Decent enough outing for him. Made it about 4 innings, 2 runs allowed, did not give up an earned run. Nice start to his pro career. The 2-0 misses inside, and quickly Chad Sedio ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. O'Reilly's been around the strike zone all day. Looking to avoid issuing the walk here to Sedio ahead of the cleanup batter, Crayport. The line, the 3-0. And that misses below the knees. It's a 4-pitch walk to Sedio with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. There are worse batters to walk, no question. Sedio entered play 2nd in the league in hitting, .354 behind Quincy Neporti, a name the Otters know too well, out of Schaumburg, who's hitting .358. However, only problem is now you face the 2nd best power hitter in the league to this point, Trevor Crayport. Otters were able to limit Crayport's damage last night to 1 for 4. Still managed to pick up a ribby. First pitch fastball called a strike. 0-1. Crayport 4 ribbies behind Neporti of the Boomers in the Frontier League tally. The 0-1, again, that nice slider from O'Reilly. sweeping across the countertop. Called a strike. Probably crossed the plate right around the low outside edge. Ahead of Crayport 0-2. Pitch on its way. And there's that breaking ball. It's a ground ball charging the third baseman Cordero. Fires on to first for 1 out. And a good decision there by Cordero. As Setio advances to second. A high grounder just rolling over on that slider was Crayport. And Cordero charging on a high bouncer on the turf. No choice but to throw to first. That's the second out of the inning. Now it's Joe Lytle. Flew out to left his first time. First pitch to Lytle. Misses in, 1-0. Breaking ball at 81. O'Reilly. One curious detail about this right-hander, he wears those sports goggles on the mound. They're prescription lenses. You can imagine why that might be important for a pitcher. Grabbing signs and looking for the strike zone as the 1-0 fastball misses in. Justin Lewis, the 2-0 count, will go on to talk to O'Reilly. Possibly the strategy has changed. With a base open, Harrison DeNicola, well above 300 hitter on deck though. But in his last 2 appearances, O'Reilly has had a lot of trouble with those goggles, if you will, those glasses he wears. And the last 2 times, athletic trainer Sarah Zirk has had to come on and help pop the lenses back into place. Sounds like he has since addressed the issue with a little bit of super glue. Hoping it doesn't trouble him here tonight. Joe Lytle, the 2-0, to him, misses in. So we shall see how they attack Lytle, who last night was 3 for 5 against Otters pitching. Here with a runner in scoring position, the bottom of the 4th and 2 out. And a 0-0 ball game. 3-0. That misses low and in. It's a 4-pitch walk to Lytle. Two walks in the inning. Now Harrison DeNicola flew out to center field his first time up. DeNicola, left-handed hitter, batting 6th tonight. He was in the 5 spot last night. Former 27th round pick of the Miami Marlins back in 2018 out of Texas A&M. O'Reilly comes set right around the belt. Runners at first and second, 2 out, first pitch. And that is hit high to right, but not all that far. McNamee coming in, fighting the sun. He makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Ryan O'Reilly able to strand a couple of base runners in the bottom of the 4th. Top 5 on its way, still 0-0 in this battle for the Frontier League's West Division. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
First pitch to Andrew Penner is a called strike, says home plate umpire Kerry Lyle. In the top of the fifth inning, still 0-0. Both pitchers on their game tonight. Yonaikir Villalobos into his fifth inning of work. The 0-1 misses out, 1-1. Andrew Penner, he played in last night's game. He was going to get tonight off, you would imagine, until Bryce Denton had to be removed from the ball game following his first at-bat in the top of the second inning. The 1-1 is fouled back to the right and out of play. 1-2 now on Penner, who came in as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the second inning. Getting his first at bat tonight, the 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. It's the second baseman, DeNicola. Has it easily enough. Sidearm toss to Lytle. One down in the top of the fifth. Ryan Brown with you from Y'all's Ballpark in Florence, Kentucky. Here where they have perhaps one of the most iconic, don't know if you call it a bounce house or inflatable slide, in all the Frontier League, maybe minor league baseball, and who knows how in the world they got it, because it's pretty cool looking. Florence, Kentucky, of course, you know, Interstate 71, Interstate 75, you cross through it on the way to Cincinnati or from Cincinnati over the Kentucky border. You will find about 10 minutes into your drive, one way or the other, a water tower with red and white piping, if you will, that says Florence Y'all. It's the Florence Y'all Water Tower. No secret as to how the Y'alls got this new name of theirs, switching over from the Freedom ahead of the 2020 season, as the 1-0 Justin Felix misses up 2-0. Well, in the kids section here, inflatable slide, they have one that says Florence Y'all right atop it, and with a big smile on his face is that bulbous head of the Florence Y'all Water Tower. They call him the Y'all Star here when he's walking around, got two arms, and looks pretty fun for kids of any age, all the way up to 80 or 90 years old. They'd have a fun time slipping down that thing. Well, back to baseball. The 2-1 to Justin Felix. That misses low and in, 3-1 now. On the Otters catcher, the Rio Rico, Arizona native that the Otters acquired via trade out of the season from the Sioux City Explorers. The 3-1. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Count moves full on Felix. In 2019, Felix played a total of 27 games with the Explorers. He collected 9 hits, including a double, a triple, and 5 home runs through 65 plate appearances. While with Sioux City, Felix slashed 170, 313, and 509. Fly ball to right, Tenney. In some ways, now a bit to his right. He reaches up and with two hands makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Felix, a couple of balls put in play in his first 2 ABs. Nothing to show for it yet, but keep up a trend like that, something will play for you, no question. Now it's Miles Gordon, who with that same strategy, he was able to pick up a ground rule double his last time. First pitch breaking ball. Started away, broke even away-er. Might call that farther away. The 1-0 to Gordon now is a fastball grounded left side. Sliding stop by the shortstop, Pintor, over to first. How about that play? The 360 spin getting up to his legs to fire on to the first baseman, Joe Lytle. and take a base hit away from Miles Gordon. Nice defense. Ends the top of the 5th inning. We've played half. Still 0-0 from Florence. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Faith and Bagora, goodness gracious, mercy sakes alive. Ryan O'Reilly, he's through 4 and only 1 hit allowed by him. Pretty night in Florence. The skies are much clearer than a night ago. The Otters were delayed 43 minutes in a rain delay last night before they could start the ball game. That lasted about 3:46. First pitch to Jackson Pritchard, pulled foul to third. But a much quicker pace tonight in a pitcher's duel. Genuine, bona fide. Ryan O'Reilly trying to match pace with the left-hander southpaw Yoniker Villalobos. And he faces Jackson Pritchard, the catcher, Rodney Tenney, the right fielder, and Connor Perry. 7, 8, 9 in the bottom of the 5th. Scoreless ball game. 0-1 misses in. Pritchard grounded out to the shortstop. His first at bat, the 1-1. They go to the slider. It's lifted out toward right center. Elijah McNamee, he's got a read on it. Into the gap, he makes the catch. Not a tough play for the Otters' slick fielding right fielder. Elijah McNamee, 1 down in the bottom of the 5th. Now it's Rodney Tenney's turn. Tenney last night, he was 2 for 3. Had a sac fly and a walk. The bottom of the 9th that put the winning run 90 feet away so that Connor Crane could single home Connor Perry and win the ball game. First pitch grounded back up the middle. Andy DeJesus trying to make the sliding stop behind the second base bag. The ball just evades his glove. It sneaks into center field. It's a base hit for Rodney Tenney. Tenney runs so well, though, even if DeJesus had been able to get there on the chopper back behind the second base bag, it would have been a tough play at first. Tenney aboard with 1 out. Just the second hit tonight for the Alls off of Ryan O'Reilly. Brings up Connor Perry. Andredi Cordero working his way in. Has some words of encouragement for O'Reilly, the young right-hander. Trying to keep this a scoreless ball game. First pitch, and it's lined out toward right field. Elijah McNamee, good read, comes in a couple steps, makes the catch on the liner for the second out. Some ambush tactics. Connor Perry was able to barrel it up. but unfortunately hit it a little too hard. So it carried out for McNamee, no problem. The O'Reilly-McNamee connection, responsible for the first 2 outs of this inning. That's what we call Scotch-Irish baseball. Axel Johnson stands in. First pitch misses just inside, 1-0. Trying to cover up the big hole on the right side of the infield. J.R. Davis, the second baseman. He's playing out in between first and second and a step onto the outfield turf. The 1-0. Off speed, they pull the string on Axel Johnson. Get him to swing through it. 1-1. 80 miles per hour on that pitch. About 8 miles off of what O'Reilly has been throwing pretty consistently on his fastball. The 1-1, just off the plate. Went off speed again to Johnson. 2 balls and 1 strike. O'Reilly hoping to make it through 5. As the 2-1 is line foul the other way. Out of play. Up onto the grassy knoll behind the left field line. O'Reilly inspects the baseball on the mound. Listen to what the seams tell you. He looks down, accepts the sign from Felix. With a runner aboard, 2 out. Here comes the 2-2. The runner goes, it misses in, and Justin Felix, don't know if he was stumbling out of the crouch or a little unsure of the grip he had on the baseball, but he will hold on to it. No throw down to second. Tenney advances into scoring position with the stolen base. Riley Crane, first baseman, shading toward the line. Full count, the 2-2 ground ball to the right side. Charging in is J.R. Davis. Underhand toss to first. Ryan O'Reilly through 5 innings. He's blanked the Florence Yalls. We head to the top of inning number 6. 0-0 our score on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Now stands in the switch-hitting shortstop, Andy DeJesus. Couple ground balls to short to Luis Pintor. His opposite on the field. First pitch from Yonaiker Villalobos in the top of the 6th inning is fouled back on top of the roofing here at Y'all's Ballpark. 0-0 the score. DeJesus, Davis, and Crane, 2-3-4 for the Otters. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Villalobos. His last time up against the 8-9-1 batters. The 0-1 misses high, just above the letters. Otters have been able to, as the 1-1 misses in. 2 balls and 1 strike on DeJesus. They have been able to put 4 men aboard, 3 men into scoring position, but as of now, no one has crossed home. 2-1, pulls it to the left side out of play. DeJesus says naturally he's more of a right-handed batter. He doesn't have to tell himself to hold up quite as long as he usually would as a left-handed batter. It's a little bit more comfortable, more natural feel. He thinks he has more pop from the right side. It was from the right side of the plate last Sunday. Hit his first home run of the season. 2-2, just slapping it the other way toward the corner. If this stays fair, no, just gets out of play. That would have been extra bases for DeJesus. But instead, he will have to head back to the turf circle around home and try it again with a 2-2 count. Two, ground ball to the shortstop, Luis Pintor. It almost handcuffs him right around his letters, but on the fly, he's able to make a good transition and fire hard onto first for the first out of the inning. Pintor's been seeing a lot of action. That's the 4th ground ball he's had to reel in, and the 3rd from DeJesus. Now it's J.R. Davis. Davis 0 for 2 to this point. First pitch is taken out towards center. Back a couple of steps is Connor Perry. With one hand, he makes the catch. And quickly 2 are gone. Riley Crane will step to the plate. Crane, the former bar and resort manager out in America's Rocky Mountain West. First pitch breaking ball, called a strike on Crane. The 0-1 misses away, 1-1. Crane, who during COVID times picked up a little work as a bartender. The 1-1 cut on and missed. Again, they go back to the breaking ball. Crane swings through it. Out in Big Sky territory. The 1-2, ground to the right side of the second base bag. With the shift, it's the shortstop Pintor over to make the play. And for the second time in the inning, Pintor retires an Otter. It's a 1-2-3 frame for Yonaiker Villalobos. Bottom 6 on its way, and would you believe it? This game is still tied at 0 apiece. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Luis Pintor leads off the All's half of the sixth. First pitch to him is ripped to the third baseman, Andrade Cordero, who dives to his left to spear it at the hot corner. One pitch, one out. We're tied through, what would you call it? 5 2/3. You got 4 out of 6 outs. Yeah, let's call it that. 5 2/3 of this ball game. Ryan O'Reilly has been doing his job for the Otters. First pitch called strike on Chad Setio. They went with the off-speed pitch. Setio walked his last time. Ryan O'Reilly of UIC, University of Illinois, Chicago. Yes, he did on the swings as home plate umpire Kerry Lyle. Go right back to that off-speed offering from O'Reilly, and Setio not able to hold up in time. The line, the 0-2. And that's grounded foul of first. It's at UIC, perhaps the most notable baseball alum. How about Curtis Granderson? Went to school there in the early 2000s before coming up through the Tigers system. The 0-2. Back to that off speed, misses outside. And it was a few years ago, I believe back in 2013, that Curtis Granderson, as the 1-2 is cued foul of home. Catcher Felix out of the crouch to corral it. Count remains 1-2, where Granderson made at that point what was the largest gift to any athletic program by one singular alumnus in college sports histories. The 1-2 off-speed pitch misses away, 2-2. He offered $5 million, and was at the time the largest one-time donation by a professional athlete to their alma mater, according to Sports Illustrated. The facility opened in 2014. As the 2-2 misses out, 3-2. For what would then become known as Curtis Granderson Stadium. So that the UIC Flames could play there, and that is where Ryan O'Reilly got to pitch during his collegiate career. That program under the direction of Mike D. who was the helmsman at UIC, as the 3-2 is cut on and missed. Can only battle against Ryan O'Reilly for so long. He announced his retirement after over 20 years. Mike D had been there since 1999 at UIC. He announced his retirement back on June 15th. So O'Reilly, part of Mike D, the head coach at University of Illinois, Chicago, his sunset class, if you will. Now Trevor Crayport bats. Takes an off-speed pitch outside. Once again, those little goggles of O'Reilly falling off. He has matched his longest outing of the season to this point, looking to extend it with his first pro quality start. If he can get Crayport here. He went 5 2/3 against the Grizzlies back on July 2nd, picking up his first win. Ground ball to the left side through the 6.5 hole, as Tony Gwynn would call it. Into left for a base hit. Actually, I think he called it the 5.5 hole. On your scorecard, that's 5 and 6. So, yeah, 5.5 makes sense. Let's call it that. Base hit for Trevor Crayport. Just the third hit allowed by O'Reilly. Ground ball to the shortstop, Andy DeJesus. From Joe Lytle, the throw to first is good. Ryan O'Reilly able to put up 6 scoreless, 3-hit innings against the Florence Yawls, one of the best offenses in the entire Frontier League. How about that? Top of the 7th on its way. They'll be chattering about that all the way from County Mayo to County Cork. We head to the top of the 7th, 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Elijah McNamee stands in, top of the 7th, first pitch. He ropes it foul of third. Yoniker Villalobos. He's put up 6 scoreless, as has the Otters right-hander and rookie Ryan O'Reilly. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. The 0-1 is a ground ball through the left side of the infield into left. Elijah McNamee's aboard with his second hit of the ballgame. He's now 2 for 3. It's a leadoff base runner for the Otters, and let's see if they get a little tricky here. You're listening to Ryan. Well, you're listening along with me, Ryan Brown. I'm not going to start going into the third person on you just yet. Few years off from taking the Ricky Henderson approach. Now it's Andredi Cordero. He's 1 for 2, doubled his last time. Otters third baseman. First pitch swinging, it's a liner to center. Connor Perry, in a few steps to his right, makes the catch. Poor luck there for Cordero. Hard to hit it much better on the screws than that. But it goes for allowed out number 1. Now Jose Pujols. Struck out looking his last time. Worked a 2-out walk in the second. First pitch to him. And a big swing from Pujols. Fastball outside part of the plate at 85. Cut on and missed. Elijah McNamee, tough assignment. Looking for that second base bag. Lefty on the mound, righty at bat. The 0-1 misses below the knees to the 6-3. Designated hitter Jose Pujols. He honestly looks like he might be an inch taller than that. The 1-1, that's up and over the netting. 1-2. Jose Pujols made it as high as Double-A in the Phillies organization back in 2018, playing with the Fightin' Phils. Throw over to first. McNamee back standing. They'll throw immediately right back, even before Villalobos takes the hill. He just follows right back over. And McNamee once more back standing. Jose Pujols might have a few things to talk about the Reading area. As the 1-2 misses low, native John Schultz. About that part of the country in eastern Pennsylvania. Schultz not currently on the trip as the 2-2 is cut on and missed for the second out. As he has found his way onto the injured list and taking over for those DH duties, Jose Pujols. Now it's Andrew Penner. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman, Harrison DeNicola, his first time. Yoniker Villalobos able to stymie the Otters offense. First pitch, 86, fouled off to the right, out of play. With that fastball not touching much higher than 87, 88. From the left-hander, keeping them off balance. Mixing his pitches well. And from the eye test, it's a big, heavy sinker. The 0-1 misses in. Runner at first, 2 out, 1-1 the count on Penner in a tie ball game in the top of the 7th. The 1-1. Outside part of the plate called a strike. Might be big to try to get this number 8 man in the order, Penner, aboard so you can start the next inning with the top of the lineup at least, or even better. The 1-2 misses out, 2-2. Elijah McNamee led off the inning with a base hit. The 2-2 with 2 out. That's lifted. Looks like it's going to get foul as Joe Lytle gave it a chase, but had to come up just short, approaching the wall. Upset, not able to get there. He gives a kick to the padded wall behind the right field line. And they'll do the 2-2 again. The 2-2 tango, they call it. It's all the rage. McNamee off first, 2 out. Nothing to score in the top of the 7th. And Villalobos able to get the best of Andrew Penner. Blows 86 right by him. Back-to-back Ks for Yoniker Villalobos. gets him through 7 scoreless. Stretch time here in Florence, Kentucky. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Still no score on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Harrison DeNicola, Jackson Pritchard, and Rodney Tenney, 6, 7, 8, in the Alls lineup, face Ryan O'Reilly out for another inning of work. Bottom of the 7th, nothing the score. First pitch swinging is DeNicola. Pulls a pitch from the outside part of the plate, out towards shallow right, and J.R. Davis racing out into the outfield, takes charge from Elijah McNamee and almost runs into the Otters right fielder. Don't know if McNamee wasn't able to get a read on that one. With the light standards just coming into effect, still a good bit of light out as the sun has not quite set here in Florence. But Davis making the play. First pitch to DeNicola. That's a called strike outside part of the plate. 0-1, that's Jackson Pritchard batting now, following the pop out to second in shallow right field by DeNicola. First pitch to Pritchard. That misses outside. 1-1. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Ryan O'Reilly's senior year at UIC to tell you what was the longest he went with the Flames this season, in 2021. Before making his pro debut with the Otters a couple of weeks ago. The 1-1 is a called strike outside part of the plate on Pritchard. The most innings he threw for the Flames is the 1-2. Breaking ball is cut on and missed for the second out. Let's put a pin in that as we count Ks. I believe that's the 6th punch out for Ryan O'Reilly. O'Reilly made his last start against Milwaukee on May 28th. For UIC, that was the last start of his collegiate career. First pitch down to Rodney Tenney. Misses inside, 1-0. But it was also against Milwaukee on April 24th that he went 7 innings that matched a season high. 7 innings of 1-run ball. That run was unearned. He also struck out 10. As the 1-0 is cut on and missed by Tenney on the breaking ball, 1-1. Most pitches he had thrown with the Flames, 102. We'll have a pitch count for you in just a moment. The wind, the 1-1. And that is lifted just foul down the line of left. 1-2 now on Tenney. With 2 out, the 1-2. Up and away, 2-2 on Tenney. Now the 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. Davis up with it. Throws to Crane and through 7. Ryan O'Reilly. He is still blanking the Yallers. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Something's got to give. The score is 0-0. And you're listening to the Otters Digital Network on Frontier League. Well, I guess it's the Evansville Otters of the Frontier League. It's their YouTube page. That's right, on YouTube Live. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Top of the 8th on its way. Zip, zip, our score.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
New pitcher on for the Florence Yalls. In the top of the 8th inning. 0-0 the score. Jared Cheek, the right-hander, will face Justin Felix, Miles Gordon, and Andy DeJesus. 9-1-2. It was Uniker Villalobos who was able to stymie the Otters all game long to this point. First pitch, 92 from Cheek. There's a different look. Cut on and missed, 0-1. Villalobos able to mix it up with some slower stuff. The fastball of his, that sinker, topping out around 87, 88 miles per hour. How about the first pitch from Cheek? 92 on the radar gun. 0-1 to Felix. And behind 93, foul tips it into the catcher Pritchard's glove. Jared Cheek, 5'11", 195 pounds, 28 years old, out of Weston, Florida. Top 5 in the league in wins. He is going for number 6. And the 0-2, 3 pitches, 1 finger down each time, gets Justin Felix for the first out of the 8th inning. Cheek enters with the 5-1 record, 349 his earned run average. This is his 14th game. His 12th appearance out of relief. He's picked up a save through 28 and a third innings of work. First pitch to Miles Gordon. Misses low and in, 1-0. 27 innings in just over 28 innings of work. 26 strikeouts to 5 walks. 3 homers as well. The 1-0. There's a strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. Gordon, he's 1 for 3. He doubled back in the third. The 1-1 went with a little bit of a different look there at 87 miles per hour. It's fouled off at the plate, 1-2. Go ahead and look to give you a final line on Villalobos. The 1-2 to Gordon. Misses away with the fastball. Count even. 2-2. Villalobos went 7 innings. Did not allow a run. 5 strikeouts to 1 walk and only 4 hits allowed. I'd say it's pretty good. 2-2 inside. Looks like they're attacking Gordon east to west. Gordon looking to fight his way aboard. The 3-2, and it's taken out to center field. A sinking liner that falls for Gordon's second hit of the ball game. He's now 2 for 4. And in the top of the 8th inning, a scoreless game. The Otters will have the go-ahead run aboard with 1 out for Andy DeJesus. Kind of like how you would draw up the stolen base situation. Gordon already has one in this game. He stole third successfully. Back in the third. First pitch, no throw over. Misses below the knees, 1-0. Try to look for the stolen base totals for Gordon. Ahead of the next pitch. 10 steals entering play, 3 caught stealing. 1-0 misses low. They went off speed to DeJesus. He's ahead in the count now, 2-0. Cheek set at the belt, the 2-0. And right back to that off-speed pitch. Swinging through it is DeJesus. A little bit ahead, 2-1. Can't blame DeJesus there in the 2-0 count. Looking fastball, thought he got it. Cheek able to pull the string a little bit. Runner at first, 1 out. Here comes the 2-1. 88-mile-per-hour fastball, outside edge. Call it the black. There for a strike, 2-2. Some stirring in the Otters bullpen, but no one's throwing at full speed just yet. Don't know if anyone has finished warming or if O'Reilly will have a chance for another inning. 2-2. Starting and breaking it down was Gordon on the pitch. It's foul of first. Looks like the right-hander Jacob Bowles is at least stretching down there. A throw over to first, able to dive back safely. Just ahead of the throw is Miles Gordon. Cheek, the former 21st round pick of the Chicago Cubs back in 2015 out of the University of Georgia. Ground ball right side, just foul. Miles Gordon had taken a couple of aggressive steps out towards second. He broke it down, decided to use it just like a secondary. The ground ball foul makes it a moot point. Count remains 2-2 on DeJesus. DeJesus still looking for that first hit of the series. Here comes the 2-2. Gordon straight steal, and it's into the gap. Right center field. That'll get down. And Miles Gordon will be at third base with 1 out. in a 0-0 ball game following the one-out single to right center field by Andy DeJesus. DeJesus picked a perfect time for that first base hit of the series. You know, it's really hard to keep a good hitter like DeJesus down for so long. You might have a good attack plan, but he's able to sniff it out usually. J.R. Davis bats now, runners at the corners, one out. First pitch to him, called a strike at 89. Right around the knees. Davis, similar boat to DeJesus, entering this at bat against Cheek. 0 for 3 tonight. The 0-1. And they go off speed. Breaking ball. It's fouled. Pulled toward the stands behind third. Davis saw a fastball. Pulled a breaking ball foul. Now, what do you throw him? Here comes the 0-2. 91 high right around the eyes. Good take by Davis. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, still a tied game, scoreless in the top of the 8th. 1-2. Breaking ball. You could see it just float out of the hand of Cheek. It stayed high. 2-2 remains the count. Or I guess it moves to that count. Still a 2-strike count. J.R. Davis remains in the batter's box. Gordon off third, DeJesus off first. With 1 out, here comes the 2-2. DeJesus breaking for second. It's cut on and missed the pitch. So it's a strikeout, but a stolen base for Andy DeJesus. Runners at second and third with 2 out. We shall see if Riley Crane can pick up his teammate and deliver the first lead for either side tonight. Second baseman Danicola is in shallow right. Shortstop Pintor to the left of the second base bag by just a hair. First pitch misses low. Fastball below the knees to Riley Crane. Cheek set, the 1-0. And that misses low. Going to his knees to block it is Pritchard. 2 balls and no strikes on the Otters cleanup man, Riley Crane. Crane playing in his 43rd game of the year. Otters, it's no coincidence. It's their 43rd game too, the 2-0. And there's a little slider from Cheek. Backdoors it to Crane. Wasn't looking for that pitch, 2-0. It's called a strike, 2-1. Two and one, and it's a ground ball. High chopper to the right side. It's going to be a tough play. Charging and booted by the shortstop, Luis Pintor, who screens to Nicola. 1 run is in, but the throw down to beat Andy DeJesus is good. Meanwhile, it's an RBI infield single for Riley Crane that gives the Otters a 1-0 lead in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom 8 on the way following the play at the plate. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
The Otters taking a 1-0 lead in the top of the 8th. Back out there for the bottom half is Ryan O'Reilly. He faces Connor Perry, Axel Johnson, and Luis Pintor. Now looking for the longest outing of his 2021. First pitch, grounded, speared. Diving to his left, the first baseman, Riley Crane, who picks it up right along the line and takes it to the bag himself, taking away a base hit, probably extra bases, for Connor Perry to kick off the Y'all's half of the 8th. Sparkling defensive play by Riley Crane. Full extension to his left. Using, I suppose, what would you call it? As much as he could get out of his wingspan. The 6'2" first baseman. Able to pull away extra bases from Perry. Now it's Axel Johnson. First pitch breaking ball. Misses outside. 1-0. Otters able to take the lead in the top of the 8th. On a high chopper ground ball from Riley Crane. Doing it all right now as the 1-0's in there for a strike. Hit to the right side, the shortstop. It was Luis Pintor charging to his left, trying to make the play. He ended up kicking it or booting it right in front of the second baseman, DeNicola, who might have had a play. It would have been pretty close at first, either way, with the high chopper and Crane busting out of the left-handed batter's box. But it was a little bit of a screen job by Pintor. DeNicola, great presence of mind, however, to pick it up and fire toward home to be able to beat DeJesus at the bag, limiting the Otters to just 1 run. But a big run it is. Bottom of the 8th inning we find ourselves in very briskly at Y'all's Ballpark, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Otters putting up the first run of the evening in the top of the 8th. The 2-1 off speed at 76 from O'Reilly. Called a strike, 2-2. O'Reilly began this inning with 86 pitches. How about that? 86 pitches through 7 innings of work. You want to talk about efficient? Well, how about that? Averaging just over 12 pitches per inning. That ain't too bad. 2-2. Skies it foul, out of play, behind the line and left. About 5 or 6 rows up. Right now, O'Reilly battling Johnson. Former Grizzly, he's 0 for 3 to this point tonight against O'Reilly. O'Reilly, longest outing of 2021 for him was a 7-inning performance against Milwaukee while he was pitching for the UIC Flames. 2-2. There's the good off-speed pitch that gets Johnson swinging. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. O'Reilly picking up his 7th K. He has had it working tonight. No question. Most pitches O'Reilly had thrown for the Flames, 102 back on March 20th. First pitch, breaking ball to Luis Pintor. Cut on and missed, 0-1. O'Reilly, the Otters' rookie right-hander. 0-1. Another slider, that misses outside. 1-1. It's also the longest outing by innings pitched for any Otters starter this season. Tim Holdgrafer and Tyler Vale for the Otters. Both gone 7 innings, but now with 7 2/3, O'Reilly has them both beat. 1-1 breaking ball, misses away. 2-1 now on Pintor. Pintor 1 for 3. He lined out to the third baseman, Andredi Cordero, his last time. It's been a pitching and defense night. Just south of Cincinnati. The 2-1. They go back to that breaking ball. It misses just off the outer edge. 3 balls and 1 strike on Pintor, the All's shortstop. Comes the wind and 3-1. And that misses just above the letters. 5 breaking balls to Pintor. Only 1 finds the strike zone. It's a 2-out walk to Luis Pintor. It brings up Chad Setio. He's 0 for 2. He walked back in the 4th. Couple of strikeouts for him. Setio was 1 for 5 last night. So far, the game plan against the All's number 3 batter and third baseman Setio has been pretty good. Don't know how long you can contain him, though. First pitch. Fastball right around the belt. Inside third. Called a strike. 0-1. Pintor tying runoff first in the bottom of the 8th. Otters lead by a run. Facing Setio. The 0-1. And that one was probably middle. Kerry Lyle will say it missed above the letters. Pretty close pitch, 1-1. O'Reilly, couple of fastballs thrown to Setio. Throw over to first. Diving back safely is Luis Pintor. And now we have added incentive to try to get out of this 8th inning. Just been handed an eyeball to toss down to some of the fans here at Y'all's Ballpark. Looking for a Otters fan to win it, perhaps. 1-1 is lined out toward right field. Elijah McNamee will let it bounce on a hop. He picks it up. It's a 2-out single for Chad Setio that puts the tying run now in scoring position. So hold your eyeball throwing off for just a moment. Y'all's looking to scratch across their first run of the evening. They'll have to do it against a different pitcher, as Max Peterson, Otters pitching coach, is on out of the dugout to take the ball from Ryan O'Reilly. A marvelous outing for him. 7 2/3, responsible for a couple batters out there, but he leaves with a 1-0 lead, and it looks like Samson Abernathy will be coming on out of the bullpen to keep this score, and that lead for O'Reilly right where it is. We step aside on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. before the tables were set with care, before you penned a single invitation, before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Samson Abernathy on out of the Otters' pen. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1-0 the score. Otters with the lead, a couple of runners aboard, facing the second most productive batter in the Frontier League, Trevor Crayport. 1 for 3 tonight. Looking to tie the ball game with the tying run in scoring position and 2 out. First pitch slider from Abernathy. Called a strike, low outside corner, 0-1. Ryan Brown with you on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Samson Abernathy relieving Ryan O'Reilly, whose 2 runners are out there. Abernathy looking to hold this game right where it is. 0-1, ripped, just foul of third. 0-2. Good time for the breaking ball. Off-speed pitch was just able to keep Crayport barely off balance enough to keep that one foul. Abernathy, the 1-0 record, 14th appearance for the Otters this season. He's ahead of Crayport, 0-2. With 2 out and a 1-0 game, the 0-2 pitch bounced in the turf and blocked by Felix. Abernathy, the 6'1 right-hander, Chico, California native. He's got that California hair, no question. The long flowing locks. The source of Samson's strength, you might say. 2 out facing Crayport, the cleanup batter. The 1-2 is ripped out toward left field. That's down the line. That'll be extra bases, and it will tie the game and perhaps give the Alls the lead. Penner in the corner. The throw to the cutoff man to Jesus is good. To the plate, and the tag will get Chad Setio trying to score all the way from first. A perfect relay. Penner to Jesus to Felix. It's a tie ball game, but a great job by the Otters to keep it right there heading into the top of the 9th. An unbelievable play to end the 8th inning. Credit Trevor Crayport with an RBI single that scores Pintor from second. We head to the top of the 9th, 1-1 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the ninth inning, 1-1 the score. Elijah McNamee facing Jared Cheek. The 1-2. Grounded foul of third. A tremendous 7-6-2 relay. Able to cut down the runner, Chad Sedio, from first, trying to score at home off Samson Abernathy. An RBI double by Trevor Crayport. Otters defense able to keep this a tie ball game. Ground ball to the shortstop, Sedio. Throw over to first, a little off balance. Play is made, however, and McNamee, the first out of the top of the ninth. Ryan Brown with you on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Want to remind you, you can always follow along with the Otters on their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram pages. As Andredi Cordero stands in. First pitch, lined in left center field. Hard hit screamer. A base hit with one out for Andredi Cordero, who's 2 for 4. Riley Crane gave the Otters the lead in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch to Jose Pujols. Cut on and missed. 90 on the gun from Jared Cheek. Score tied at 1. The 0-1. Fouled off to the right. Out of play. Listening to the Otters live on the audio broadcast. Otters looking to snap a 4-game losing streak. With one out, the 0-2 to Pujols. Fastball misses just off the plate, 1-2. Might have frozen Pujols, but a good take. In the end, now 1-2 on the Otters' designated hitter. 1-2. And the fastball. Shoulder high. Hard to lay off that one. Cut on and missed for the second out. Now Andrew Penner. Cordero off first, 2 out. First pitch to Penner. And that misses low. 1-0. Ball game was scoreless. Through the first 7 innings, both clubs putting up a run in the 8th. The 1-0, skies it, right side. Looks like it's going to bounce on top of the upper deck here. I think they call that the Cintas Party Deck. First base side. The 1-1, 93 miles per hour, the fastball from Cheek. Misses low and away. Penner in a hitter's count now, 2-1. Cheek set. The 2-1 misses inside. Penner had started up the swing, able to hold off, jump ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Facing Cheek. who relieved Yoniker Villalobos. Runner goes on the 3-1 pitch. It's fouled over the Otters' dugout against the netting. On the first base side, now the count is full. With 2 out, I bet you Cordero will be off on the pitch once more. How much you want to take me for? Top of the 9th inning, game tied at 1. The 3-2, a hard hit ground ball, backhanded, pumped by Pintor, throw to first. And that will send matters to the bottom of the 9th. Y'all's looking to walk it off for the second night in a row. The Otters hoping to send it to the international tiebreaker runner, extra innings in the Frontier League. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network, 1-1 the score on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Joe Lytle faces Samson Abernathy in the bottom of the 9th inning. Game tied at 1. Otters found themselves in a similar situation last night. A little more offense, though. It was a 5-5 game in the bottom of the 9th inning. And leading off that frame, facing one Mr. Taylor Wright. First pitch to Lytle, misses outside. Guess who? That's right, left-handed first baseman Joe Lytle. He led off the bottom of the 9th with a base hit last night. And it was his run in the form of pinch runner Connor Perry who would score to win the ball game for the Alls just a night ago. Now the 1-0 to Lytle from Abernathy. That misses low and away, 88 miles per hour, the fastball from the right-hander for the Otters. Abernathy came out of the bullpen an inning ago. Gave up an RBI double to Trevor Crayport. But a tremendous relay from the left fielder Penner to DeJesus. To the catcher Felix, was able to get Abernathy out of the inning with the game still tied at 1. The 2-0 fouled back to the netting. Lytle, the former OCU man, played under Otters assistant coach Billy Easley. And he's played pretty well against the Otters. Not accusing Billy of letting any trade secrets loose. 2-1 breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-2. But, well, I just know you're keeping an extra close eye on it too, aren't you? Lytle 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. Facing Abernathy. Here comes the 2-2. Wave and a miss. Strike 3. Rearing back there and letting it fly. 91 on the gun from Abernathy. Gets Lytle swinging for the first out of the Alls half of the 9th. Both runs scoring in this ball game for either side in the 8th inning. 1-1 score now. Harrison DeNicola 0 for 3 to this point. Popped out to the second baseman, J.R. Davis, his last time up. Abernathy comes set. The first pitch to DeNicola is a called strike. Upper part of the zone, 0-1. Looked like a fastball with some cut action. The Otters trying to send this one to the 10th inning. They would have a runner starting off at second base with nobody out, the 0-1. Fastball misses just off the outer edge, 1-1. And that runner would be Andrew Penner at second, who made the last out in the top of the ninth. But 2 big outs to get first. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Otters are 3-3 this season when tied after 8 innings. The 1-1 took a little something off there, missed outside, 2-1. The 2-1 off-speed pitch wasn't a real tough take for DeNicola, the good hitter, as it missed in the right-handed batter's box, 3-1. Abernathy looking to avoid the walk to what would be the winning run, the 3-1. And able to work the walk is Harrison DeNicola. He's aboard with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. The winning run is on base. So now with that winning run at first base, the Alls will move to a pinch hitter for Jackson Pritchard, who is 0 for 3 to this point. It'll be the right-handed hitting Taylor Bryant out of La Quinta, California. Bryant hitting .266 on the season. First pitch to him, slider. Not sure where that one missed. Perhaps a touch inside. 1-0 on Bryant, the pitch hitter. Abernathy set the 1-0. Back to the slider, called a strike right around the knees, middle part of the zone, 1-1. Bryant didn't see any action last night. He's driven home 9 with 4 home runs this season. In limited action, just 64 at bats. 1-1, another slider. Front doors it. Inside part of the plate, called a strike, 1-2. Abernathy jumps ahead. Winning run at first, 1 out, 1-2 the count on Bryant. The bottom of the ninth inning. Here comes the 1-2, and that's a called third strike. The slider able to pick up a strikeout of Taylor Bryant, the pitch hitter, and now there are 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Samson Abernathy, 1 out away from sending this one to extras. He faces Rodney Tenney, who's 1 for 3. DeNicola, the runner at first. Big strikeout there for Bryant. Second in the inning for Abernathy. Abernathy set at the belt. First pitch. Fastball. First pitch swinging is Tenney, and he lines it foul. Left side now to play. Abernathy entered with 21 strikeouts through his 17 and a third innings of work. 0-1 up and in, but it catches a piece of Tenney's bat as he fouls off the 90-mile-per-hour fastball from Abernathy and falls down into an 0-2 hole. Brian O'Reilly watches impatiently from the top of that dugout step, hoping Abernathy will send it to extras. Winning run at first, 2 out, and the 0-2. That's a called third strike. Good night, Delilah. We're headed to the top of the 10th in a tie ball game, 1-1. Otters will have a runner in scoring position with nobody out to start it off. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the 10th inning. Otters have a runner in scoring position with international tiebreaker rules. Justin Felix at the dish. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball that misses outside, facing right-hander Joe Doherty. On in relief of Jared Cheek. Trying to hold this one right where it is. 1-1 the score. Top of the 10th inning, Andrew Penner. He made the last out in the top of the 9th inning. He's over at second base. The bequeathed runner, they call it. Justin Felix 0 for 3 to this point. Once again, he shows bunt, and he pops it up. Foul territory, third baseman Chad Setio able to rein it in for the first out. A tough one for the Otters in the top of the 10th. Sure, Felix, the catcher, kicking himself now. A lot of these Otters pride themselves on their ability to play small ball well. Unfortunate that time. Now Miles Gordon bats that go-ahead run in scoring position still. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Otters have a right-hander warming. Believe that's their closer, Logan Sawyer. Where's number 34 in the bullpen behind the left field wall? The 1-0. Fouled back to the netting. Here's a little curious point. Have you ever seen this before? The away team dugout is behind first. Yet, that same road team, their bullpen, is behind the left field wall. Hadn't thought of that. Don't see that too often, do you? Miles Gordon batting with a 1-1 count, little inside move to check Penner back to the bag. Probably most likely to see whether or not Gordon might be trying to use those wheels of his and the good bunting ability, maybe to try to bunt for a base hit. Gordon is 2 for 4, though, just swinging the club. 1-1. And that one misses. It was heading for the wickets. Gordon able to get the legs out of the way. 2-1 now, the count on the Otters center fielder and leadoff batter in the order. Last note on the bullpen, just because I'm fascinated by it. I guess it makes some sense because as your manager or pitching coach is coming out to make a change, they are walking toward the mound and facing that part of the outfield anyway. Now the 2-1. And a cut and a miss from Gordon. 93, the fastball from Doherty. Doherty entered his 16th game with the Alls, a 1-0 record, 307 the earned run average. 14 2/3 innings of work. 10 hits allowed, 16 Ks, 8 walks. Runner at second, 1 out, top of the 10th, tie game at 1, the 2-2. And it's cut on and missed. There's a free base, though, as it gets away from the catcher, Pritchard, and that will allow the runner, Penner, to advance into scoring, well, not just scoring position, 90 feet from home, and Miles Gordon to first on the strikeout wild pitch. A huge break for the Otters that puts the go-ahead run 90 feet from home with only 1 out for Andy DeJesus to bat. I have to imagine they scored that a wild pitch. Strikeout. Well, yeah, of course, strikeout wild pitch of Gordon. That's how he got to first. And that's how Penner got to third. Now it's Andy DeJesus. Infield comes in. First pitch called a strike. 94, the fastball from Doherty. Middle infielders playing not exactly on the infield turf, giving it a step or two back. Definitely not in double play depth. The 0-1 ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to come home with it, and they're going to have Penner beat at the plate. Pintor to Pritchard. And it's a 6-2 fielder's choice that takes care for now that go-ahead run. Now Davis. And the Otters will need a base hit to put them up heading into the bottom of the 10th. 2 out, runners at first and second. First pitch. That misses. Perhaps just low. 1-0 to J.R. Davis. Davis 0 for 4. But a base hit here would be huge, with Miles Gordon, the center fielder, in scoring position. The 1-0. And fouling it back to the netting, the 93-mile-per-hour fastball is Davis, now 1-1. One ball game. It was scoreless till the 8th. Each club putting up a run in that inning. Scoreless ninth for either side. Otters trying to push across a run here. 1-1. Skied, foul territory, out of play. Well onto the main concourse. Behind the grandstands, behind first. Doherty trying to send this one to the bottom of the 10th inning, giving the Yalls their second try at walking it off in back-to-back nights. Go ahead run at second, another runner at first. 2 out, the 1-2 to Davis, and he popped him up. Right side, foul territory. Joe Lytle underneath it, makes the catch, and we're headed to the bottom of the 10th with a tie ball game. We shall see. Believe a right-hander coming on out of the Otters bullpen. Think it's Logan Sawyer. We will confirm when we return. Whoever it is going to try to send this one to a home run derby in Florence, Kentucky. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. 1-1 the score, bottom 10 on its way.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Bottom of the 10th inning, Florence Yalls trying to walk it off for the second night in a row. They've got a runner at second, nobody out. Logan Sawyer, the Otters closer, out of the bullpen, trying to send this one to a home run derby finale. First pitch, inside move first. They might have Tenney picked off. Oh, close play. Tenney just barely able to get back to the bag. Andy DeJesus, the shortstop, was creeping in. The throw over. Heard from Logan Sawyer, they like to do that in these international tiebreaker scenarios to see what the batter will be doing. In this case, it's Connor Perry, the number 9 man. Rodney Tenney, you know now, is at second base. Perry is 0 for 3. Sawyer, he's been in these situations before 4 or 5 times now. He's worked out of them at least on 3 occasions. Sawyer set the first pitch, and it's grounded foul off the foot of the batter, Connor Perry, in the left-handed batter's box. Logan Sawyer was actually able to field the foul ball coming off the mound, but it's 0-1. Connor Perry scored the winning run last night in the bottom of the 9th. Chance to drive home the winning run with a base hit here. Perry 0 for 3 at this point. 0-1, he shows bunt this time, fouls it back to the netting, 0-2. 93, the fastball from Sawyer. Sawyer enters with a 2-3 record, 470 earned run average, 18th appearance of the season. Looking for the strikeout. Sawyer has K'd 16 through 15 1/3. Sawyer looks down. Has his sign, comes set at the belt. The 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a big out, number 1 in the bottom of the 10th. Connor Perry down on strikes. Now Axel Johnson will stride toward home. Johnson 0 for 4. He homered in the ballgame last night. Now 2 for 8 in the series. DeJesus creeping toward second again. The first pitch to Johnson. Fastball, 94, outside part of the plate, 0-1. The 0-1 now, that is fouled, left side out of play. Tenney creeping off that second base bag. A wily base runner for sure. But now with 2 strikes, all attention paid to Axel Johnson. Left-handed hitting left fielder for the Alls. Oh, 0-2 on its way. Here comes the pitch. That's in the turf and blocked by Felix. Big block there. Felix had a really good block back in the 8th inning that kept runners at first and second and is the reason right now why it's only a 1-1 ball game. There's an RBI double hit by Trevor Crayport. Relay from Penner to DeJesus back to Felix. At home was able to gun down Chad Setio. And ground ball to the second baseman, J.R. Davis. Runner will advance to third. More importantly, though, there are 2 gone. Johnson retired on the ground ball, 4-3. Now it's Luis Pintor's turn. Pintor, 1 for 3 tonight. He walked, scored the only run of the ball game so far for the Alls. His last time up in the 8th, here's a big question. Sawyer, the plus fastball, it's around 93, 94 tonight. We've seen they love to attack Pintor, at least that's what the game plan has looked like with the breaking ball. What do you go with here? First pitch. Breaking ball it is, outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1. Sawyer looking to work his club out of the international tiebreaker run jam. 0-1. Chop foul at the plate, and they're 1 strike away from sending this one to a home run derby finale. Otters trying to snap a 4-game losing skid any way they can. Here's the 0-2, and 95 miles per hour. Off the plate, Pintor holds up 1-2. Sawyer set with 2 out, the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Sawyer sends it to the home run derby finale and leaves that winning run stranded 90 feet away. It's a 1-1 ball game. That will be the concluding score tonight. But when we return, it's a home run derby in Florence, Kentucky. The second one the Otters have played this season. For them, who knows who it'll be? We know Bryce Denton, Riley Crane, but, well, you'd expect. Who knows? We'll tell you that when we return. But right now, it's derby time. Major League Baseball just had a home run derby Monday night. We're going to have one here in the Frontier League tonight. Otters trying to snap that 4-game losing skid any way they can. We'll be right back on the Otters Digital Network, but don't go anywhere. It's a home run derby. Tell your folks, tell your friends, tell your family, your neighbors, your enemies. Who cares? Let them know the Otters are about to play in a home run derby to decide the winner of this one. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. We'll be right back on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you in the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Welcome back to Florence, Kentucky. It's a home run derby to decide the winner. In Game 2 of this series, Otters hoping to snap a 4-game losing first place with a little bit of derby time. It's their hitting coach, Bobby Siegel, tossing now to Michael Gangwish, bullpen catcher, and standing in Riley Crane. Ryan Brown with you for the home run derby. First pitch is pulled to the right side. It's on the ground. The first of 8 swings that Riley Crane will get. 3 batters each. Is it 8 pitches or 8 swings? 8 pitches, correction. 8 pitches. Now on the third pitch, pulled down the line in right. It'll be Riley Crane, Andredi Cordero, and Jose Pujols for the Otters in their lineup. And this pitch is hit in fly ball. Well, that's in front of the wall. A couple feet in front of the warning track. Now 4 pitches. Crane looking for his first home run. And this one is pulled down the line. There is pitch number 5. Pitch 6, liner toward right. Otters looking to try clear that fence. It's a total amount that is going to make for a winner or loser. This one is a high drive, but pulled well foul. And that will bring Riley Crane to his last pitch. And it's ripped foul. So 8 pitches for Crane, no home runs for him. What a way to decide a winner. It'll now be Axel Johnson standing in for the Yalls. The Otters, the last home run derby they played came against the Florence Yalls here in Florence. And it's also been the only home run derby that Florence has played this season. The Otters won that one on June 10th. The ball game ended 9-9 through 10, but the Otters able to win the home run derby. Bryce Denton walked it off, in a sense, for the Otters, as you can do that mathematically. Eliminate the home team, because there is an 8-pitch limit. And with that 8-pitch limit, but right now, Bryce Denton, one of the normal home run competitors, he had to leave the ball game early due to injury. And now Johnson standing in, ready for his first swing. And it's a high fly ball, but not all that far for the first pitch. Here comes the second pitch. Foul ball. Bounded foul of first. A liner. That might have just touched the line down right field, but 3 pitches, now 4 pitches. Grounded foul. I guess that's a fair ball of first. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's either a home run or it's not. But we'll put together the best we can. Now the 5th pitch. And that's another ground ball toward first. 5 pitches, no homers. 6th is lined foul of right field. 7, that's a high drive, but it looks like the Florence Yalls interns have a read on it. And the play not able to be made. Don't know who that is in the long blue sleeve tee. Through 8 pitches, the next one lands on shallow right center field turf. So we've had 2 batters, and so far, no home runs. Looks like anyway. And that will be Andredi Cordero stepping to the plate now. For the Otters, derby tie, 0-0. Everybody gets 3 batters, 8 pitches each before a sudden death round determines it. With the number 4 batter, quote unquote. These home run hitters, they can be anyone on the roster. Doesn't matter if they were pulled from the game already. It doesn't matter. And it's 8 pitches. You can take as much time as you'd like at the plate. This home run derby instituted to help speed up the game. And we'll have a brief moment here as Andredi Cordero needs to get situated. Michael Gangwish catching Bobby Siegel's BP tosses. First pitch to Cordero, skied high on the infield, falls to the right of the second base bag. 1 pitch, 1 out. Again, well underneath it. Shallow center this time. And 2 pitches, no homers yet for Cordero. Still waiting for our first home run of the derby. 3 pitches. This is smashed deep to left, and Andredi Cordero is on the lam. That's out of the whole yard. The Otters take a 1-0 lead in the Derby. And he smashes another one. This one's headed toward the scoreboard, and it just misses the scoreboard in left center field. 2 moonshots for Andretti Cordero. And a big grunt from Cordero. He'll take a brief moment now as there's a fly ball toward center field. Oh, a nice try by the diving intern toward right center field. He can't come up with a baseball, though. He wants a little ovation. That seems a little much for me, not being able to catch the ball. But hey, what do I know? Next pitch to Cordero is launched toward left. Get up, get up, get out of here. It's gone. That's 3 home runs, and he motions toward his dugout. Say, hey, calm down. I've still got one more in me. And another bomb. Get up. Get out of here. It's over the scoreboard. How about the pop of Andretti Cordero? Oh, my goodness. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes, he cleared the scoreboard. It's a 5-0 advantage for the Otters in the Derby. Cordero displaying the pop the Otters were hoping for. So before getting to hit his first Evansville Otters home run, he's hit 5 homers in a Derby. And he gives Evansville a commanding lead in this Derby as we approach the second batter, Trevor Crayport. I'll make that Connor Crane. Connor Crane, the second Crane to bat. First pitch, he grounds toward third. And the second, another ground ball, again, toward third base. 2 pitches, no homers for Crane, although that's how Andretti Cordero started. The third pitch misses outside, that counts. And the fourth is taken out toward center field. Don't believe it has the distance, it does not. Intern making a nice play, and that's the 5th pitch, taken out toward left. 5 pitches, no homers. Crane, ground ball to the left side. That's pitch number 6. Looking for 2 more. And this one is lined out toward left. That is off the wall. Now looking for a home run on that last pitch. And boy, that one is going to clear it, no question. A big home run for Connor Crane makes it a 5-1 Dinger Derby score through the first 2 batters. Now it'll be Jose Pujols for the Otters. Again, this Jose Pujols, brother of Christopher Pujols, who's been on the Otters club for a good long while. He will essentially be going up against Trevor Crayport. The Otters have a 4-homer lead in this Derby. 5-1 now is the tally. This to decide whether or not the Otters have a chance to leave Florence with a lead in the West Division. They would enter a first-place tie with the Alls should they win this Derby. Jose Pujols trying to time up. Bobby Siegel will have some warm-up tosses to Michael Gangwish. Pujols, he could put this one away with, let's do the math, it would be a big effort, but 5 home runs would end this Derby ahead of time, giving the Otters a 9-dinger lead. So we should just call it right. First pitch, it's a high towering drive toward left. Don't believe it has all the distance. Intern going back toward the track, and it bounces out of here on a hop. So ground rule double for Pujols. Can you count that as like half a dinger? The next pitch, another high drive, but not enough distance on it to left center. It falls. 2 pitches to Pujols. Here is the third, and that is hit well toward left. Oh, doctor, that's out of here. That's a home run for Pujols. It's now a 6-1 Dinger Derby score for the Otters. Should we bring the Berman back? Next pitch, and it's a fly ball toward right. Coming in on it, intern. Oh, no play made in shallow right field. Don't know who's out there, but might have to take a couple, I don't know, breathers. Not that I could do any better, to be fair. And the next pitch, skied right side of the infield. That'll fall. Well short of that right field wall. And the next pitch is lined into the corner. That's not a homer. Pujols has 2 more pitches, 1 more pitch, 2 more pitches. I don't know how you guys are counting over there. And the second to last pitch, hit to shallow right. Pujols will take a breather. It will be Trevor Crayport, last chance for the Y'alls. Last pitch to Jose Pujols, up the elevator shaft, and it bounces behind home. Well, the Otters' first 3 batters, they're only in regulation in the Derby, conclude with 6 homers. They lead it 6-1. Trevor Crayport will have to hit 5 to send it to the sudden death elimination round. That will take place between J.R. Davis and either Chad Setio or Harrison DeNicola, we're told. To do that, he'll have to hit 5. He could walk it off with 6. He will have 8 pitches. Crayport stands in the home run derby to decide the winner of this one. First pitch fouled back to the netting. 1 pitch, no homers. Second pitch, and it's a high pop. That's not going to do it. So, last chance to win it here, and it's a shallow fly ball toward right field. So, he's looking to tie. We'll need 5 homers in a row, and that'll do it. The Otters are going to win on the Home Run Derby, their second Home Run Derby victory in Florence. 6-1 the final, and they move into a first-place tie in the West Division with the Florence Y'alls. The Derby finale, 6 home runs to 1. 5 hit by Andredi Cordero, and the last, the topper, hit by Jose Pujols. That's the final. It was 1 run scored between either side through the first 10 innings. The Otters have now won their 3rd Home Run Derby on the season. They improve to a record of 27-16, while the Y'alls fall to an identical record, 27-16. First place tie in the West Division. A rubber match set up tomorrow around 6:30 start time. We'll be on the air once again at 6:20. It is a 1-1 technical final, 6-1 final in the Dinger Derby. I've been Ryan Brown. Thank you so much for joining me through 10 innings plus a derby. Tomorrow night, once again, 6:30 decide the rubber match, and we will have a first-place team in the West Division. You've been listening to the Otters Digital Network. No winner or loser in this one. Tune in tomorrow night for the continuation and conclusion of this 3-game series and road trip. Ryan Brown, thank you so much for listening to me tonight, and let's chat tomorrow.